Hi everybody. So as you can probably see from the title of this video, this is not my normal posting as far as YouTube. Usually you're seeing me here with an unboxing or some sort of subscription box. But today I just wanted to share how I have personally reduced a lot of spending and improved my budget. And hopefully some of these ideas may help you out. I know a lot of the personal stuff may not, but if any of this does, great. That's what we are here for. Okay, first off, I just want to talk about some personal stuff, some personal changes I have made. As some of you know, I was promoted about a year and a half ago to a management position. And because of that, I am doing far less interpreting, which unfortunately I miss incredibly. I'm able to pick up once in a while, but mostly it's administrative stuff, managing the team, just typical management responsibilities. On that note, because I am doing far less interpreting, I'm not driving to all our um, system offsites. And I know, as I have mentioned previous in my videos, because I was traveling around during the days interpreting, stopping at different offices, medical offices, I had time often in between appointments, either because there was a no-show at my first appointment, or maybe there was a cancellation, or there are several different reasons. But given that I would often stop instead of having to go back to the office to go out again or back home to go out again, I would find a mall or a store or a place to spend that time, to kill time. And of course, that would rope me into shopping, purchasing things that I did not need, but I was drawn to because I was there. And trust me, I could ever always find something to buy. That was not an issue because I have always loved to shop. So, I would end up, like I said, purchasing something on the fly, an impulse buy, anything from maybe something for the house, which wasn't that prevalent. It was mostly clothes. There's an Old Navy in every mall. There are all kinds of located malls where I currently live now that I could find a place to pop in and purchase something. I would never, ever go into a mall and leave with nothing. I would always find something, needed or not. So on that, not being out there doing that has reduced my unnecessary spending tremendously. Second, of course, as you all know, COVID hit and we were stuck at home. And during that time, because malls were closed, shops were closed, and working from home, I started rethinking about a lot of things. And, you know, there was often promotions on my emails, work from home outfits. Here's some necessary work from home essentials that you're going to need. Okay, the only essentials I need to work from home is my brain, my computer, and occasionally a decent top if I'm interpreting or I'm in a meeting. Nobody sees what else I'm wearing. Nobody really cares if my earrings match this or I have the right belt on. So that was a good indicator for me to say, hey, what's going on here? So at that same time, I mentioned emails, and I was getting, a ton. You subscribe to when you purchase something off a website, and you're automatically enrolled in the emails. And on these emails are these great sales, these great promotions, and of course, click it, pull me right there. Again, I could find something. Never needed it. It was just on sale, and I said, I have to have that. So, while working from home, I was going, do I need this? Where am I going to go again? Because in all honesty, our interpreting going out to offices stopped as well. We were interpreting through video, either through a company that we use or us staff interpreters were interpreting like this. And all I need to interpret like this is a dark or black or solid shirt. So again, don't need to get dressed. I was rarely going into the hospital. So that really helped reduce my spending unnecessarily. On that vein, I decided to unsubscribe or spam all these companies sending me these emails because I just wanted to reduce the temptation. That has helped a lot too, which will all come into what I'm going to be talking about as far as unnecessary spending. So that brings me down to, I've done everything I have been able to control impulse spending. I have stopped going places, and even still that things are open, I just don't have that need to get out there. I mean, occasionally I will go shopping. Now, if I think I need something or I want to revamp my own wardrobe, but right now I don't have that need. So that brings me to subscription boxes. And this is where all the numbers come in. If you see me looking down, I've tried to write out a couple of numbers. Some are pretty surprising. Some I didn't realize how much I was spending until I kind of calculated everything. And if I'm thinking about my swimming pool fund, which you guys have heard about before, if I need to start contributing to that, this will be a big boon. Speaking of swimming pool funds, I was talking to an electrician who was here not too long ago because I was getting some work done. He told me that the swimming pool requests in my area, probably yours too, are on a backlog for 2 to 3 years. So you can't even get anybody out to come and give you an estimate for 2 to 3 years. So that's okay with me. I'm doing okay with my little blow up, but I know, kind of off the point there, but we're getting back to subscription boxes. All right. So previously, I subscribed to the following on a monthly basis: Wantable, Stitch Fix, Transcend, which is Ever Eve, and Trunk Club. Wantable cost me $20 a month. Stitch Fix, $20 a month. Trunk Club was free. I was grandfathered in. And then Ever Eve was $20 a month. Continuing on that, I was paying just for a styling fee for Wantable, $240 a year. Stitch Fix, $240 a year. Ever Eve, $240 a year. When you calculate all that up, that comes down to $720 a year, which sounds like that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to save. On that vein, I started slowly cutting down on these. I went to Wantable every 2 months. Okay, not a big reduction, but it was down to every 2 months. Stitch Fix, I switched to every 3 months. Ever Eve, I went down to every 3 months as well. And then Trunk, I was still getting monthly because I didn't have a styling fee. The problem that was happening with Wantable was, back to the emails, was I would be on my cadence for my regular boxes, but they would send those emails about theme boxes. Boy, I'd sign up right away. Then I would end up sometimes getting 2 Wantables a month. So I decided to stop doing that, and with the luck I was getting with Wantable, I wasn't happy lately. You know that I mentioned that in my last unboxing. I have completely changed my Wantable to on an as-needed basis, which, if I don't get anything for the year, saves me $240. Stitch Fix, I'm sticking with my every 3 months because I do like Stitch Fix. That is now $80 for the year, down from $240. Ever Eve, I haven't been impressed with. I don't know that I will even go back to them. Another savings of $240 a year. And my Trunk, I have been completely dissatisfied with, since they stopped going from your personal stylist down to the algorithm where, hey, she ordered a surf t-shirt last month, so we're going to put them in every single box from now on. And I have not been happy with the change at all. I have pretty much put them on an as-needed basis, which I'm not even down with right now. So even though I don't have a monthly fee with the Trunk Club, I'm not buying stuff. So all in all, the change to what I was spending on my subscription boxes for clothing has gone from $720 a year down to $80 for my Stitch Fix, for a savings of $640 a year. All right, so next up, I do subscribe to quite a few beauty boxes. I don't do a lot of unboxings because I don't know. But what I was currently subscribed to and am sort of still subscribed to, these additional costs, are my Vegan Cuts box, which is a natural beauty box that's $25 a month. My Petit Vour, another beauty box, at $18 a month. I also subscribe to Pura Vida bracelets at $16 a month. Then I have my Macy's beauty box at $16 a month. And then I have a succulents plant box at $15 a month. And this is sort of off the point, but I do subscribe to Sirius for my beetle, and that's at $26 a month. So let's go back up there. Okay, Vegan Cuts was costing me $300 a month, a year. Petit Vour $216, Pura Vida $192, Macy's $192, Succulents $180, and my Sirius is costing me $312 a month. Okay, I have completely cut out my Vegan Cuts box, so I am now saving $300 a year there. I'm slowly going to be eliminating the others. I think the next one will be my Pura Vida bracelets, because I'm getting too many. I don't really need any more, although they are fun. That will reduce me $192 a month. And then my other vegan beauty box my Petit Vour at $216. So the problem with my beauty boxes, and I'm starting to getting repeats and getting the same stuff, and I do not use a lot of oils, but they seem to be sending a lot of oils both for my face and for my body. So that is going to be a huge savings when I get down to that. All of these, if you can believe it, that I just read to you without my Sirius, just the beauty boxes and the bracelet box, was costing me $1,080 a year. Getting rid of at least my Vegan Cuts has brought it down to $780, and that will also be reduced as I get along with it. And it's becoming easier. As I see the money I'm saving, it's becoming a lot easier. All right, so now that's with all my sort of unnecessary extras that I could live without things. Clothing, beauty boxes, Sirius is a little bit, I do mostly listen to podcasts through my phone, through my what is that? What is the, whatever, that's not important. But I'm using Sirius less. So I may be dumping that pretty soon. Although it is a really good system to have, I really like it. Anyway, okay, let's go. Okay, now here it comes down to maybe some places you can benefit. And I would say for me, it was utilities. And the biggest consumer of my monthly, other than the things I have to have, electricity, gas, water, trash. I recently reduced my trash. I started doing some research, and I'm ending up saving about $200 with switching to another garbage disposal company that currently weren't servicing my area but are now. So that was another reduction, which I didn't put on here because that's sort of site specific, locality specific. But I would tell you right now, do your research, okay, for those things. The other things I'm kind of stuck with. All right, so here we go. I know I'm blabbing, but I don't want to forget everything. And hopefully I will be able to put numbers on the side of this video so you could see it visually as well and just see the changes that I've made and the money I'm saving. Okay, so my biggest utility costs were, other than those necessaries, were TV and phone. So my cable bill, I made a fairly larger reduction in the services I was getting through my cable company earlier this year. I started getting rid of channels. Even though I watched them pretty regularly, my cable bill was pretty crazy. It was about, may not seem much to you, but I do not have internet with my cable company. I'm lucky enough to have a Fios service that was recently installed in my neighborhood, and it is a solid cost per month, and it's very consistent. It's very fast, and I'm really, really happy with them. It's green light, and I pay a same amount every month, and it's separate from my cable. What is included in my cable is my cable TV and my phone. So even though I made a reduction, I reduced 2 packages out of my cable bill. I was paying about $140 for everything, all the tricks and everything. That was for cable channels, $4 a month for cable cards, which I will talk to you a little bit about. The fees, okay, the fees that go along with having cable. Okay, this was just for TV. I was paying about $135, and then they were billing me $10 a month to be in this package for my telephone. All right, so when I took out these 2 packages of channels, I was saving about $24 a month. At that time, I added Philo at 20, who was supplementing these. So you could say, well, you save $4 that much, but I wasn't paying this to the cable, who was constantly raising prices. So I was okay with that. It wasn't a big reduction, but I wasn't paying the cable company, which was okay. And Philo had all the channels I needed that I was missing from these 2 packages. A couple weren't there, but that was just experimentation. Okay, so I was able to reduce my cable bill to $114, and then I was able to reduce it down to about, I was able to reduce that to about 114 or something like that. And then they did another hike, and it went up a little bit, and I kind of went, okay, all right, that's okay. And then it went up this past month. So I had to make the decision of what am I going to do? All right. So as far as cable, I had cable TV, the cost of the fees associated with cable TV. I think it was $17 added just to have watched cable TV onto the TV channels, and then $4 a month for the cable cards. When I say cable cards, I'm talking about, I have 2 TiVo DVRs, which are very similar to what your cable company gives you. I pay for one upstairs in my bedroom and one downstairs in the living room. And a DVR, TiVo provides the channel guide, recording, and I love TiVo. I love the interface with TiVo. I love the ability to search for something, to have a wish list. I just have used TiVo since probably 10 years, and I've been very, very, very happy with TiVo. I love it. A lot of people don't, but I do. So the fees for having TiVo were upstairs $14. I was paying that a month for the one upstairs, and $16 a month for the one downstairs. So that was $30, and I was using that for cable. Now, so cable was costing me, just for cable TV, when I figured it out, the $114 I was paying for the cable TV, it came to $1,368 a year, $1,000 a year. Then my TiVo was costing me $360 a year. All right, so I made the decision to cut the cord, which was not easy for me, but I did a lot of research, and I'll tell you the conclusion I came to. So I called cable TV, canceled that. So I've saved $368 a year on paying my cable company. On that, I have canceled my TiVo service. Talk to you a little bit about TiVo and over the air in a minute. And that has saved me $360 a year. When I canceled my cable TV, my telephone went up because it was part of the package. Instead of paying $10 a month, they hiked it up to $30 a month. Okay, at that, $30 a month was another $360. So with cable, phone, and TiVo services, that comes out to $2,088 a year. That's a lot. Okay, so I've canceled cable. I've canceled my TiVo. Now what am I going to do about my phone? Again, started doing some research. So I found Ooma, O-O-M-A, T-E-L-O. Okay, it's an internet-based telephone system. I have a base that I purchased gosh, a couple of years ago. I bought it for used. I think it was $15 or $20, and I think they're selling them brand new on the UMA website. And that cost me, for my phone system, same phone I was using with my cable company, $6 a month. $6. So I have reduced my $2,088 a year for all these three things down to, hold up, I can't give you that yet, because when I ditched cable, I told you I had Philo, which was $20 a month. I have since added Sling, which is $35 a month to get a lot of the channels that I was missing in cable. So now I'm paying about $55 a month, which brought my TV down to $660 a year. That $50 includes all the channels that I had in cable. So I am currently paying with Philo and Sling. I could go down to 35, but $55 a month instead of $114. Now I could add additional channels to Philo, which would bring it up to 50, which I would have everything, which I am considering. That would be $70 a month. Still a savings of about $45, $50 a month. So everything now comes down to $732 a year instead of $2,088. So that is quite a savings for me. That didn't realize how much I was dishing out for this kind of stuff. So on that vein, so what I missed when I switched over to antenna, I have a fairly good antenna signal here. I don't get a whole lot of channels, but they are my locals and the things that I was getting through cable that I was paying for just to have over-the-air antenna service. I purchased something called a TiVo Edge because when I canceled my service on my older TiVo that was down here that I've had for 10 years, you cannot reconnect it again. You could on my one upstairs because they don't provide the service on it. Anyway, I bought a TiVo Edge. I bought it online, slightly used, instead of the $250 for a lifetime service, which means no monthly charges. I got it for $150 lifetime service, a little bit unused, which means I will never pay a monthly fee on that. It has all my TiVo stuff I love, my interface, everything. So you might think that's a lot to spend on a DVR, but when you look at it from long term, it's great. It was a good decision for me. On the other end of that, during Prime days, I purchased a Fire TV Recast that was also on special. I think I paid $120 instead of $149 or something like that, and that's upstairs, and that integrates your Fire Stick TV, and I was able to also integrate all my live TV channels on one guide. You can do that with Recast. You can't do it with TiVo, but you can do it with Recast, which means all my Sling, my Philo, and my antennas are all on one guide. So all in all, I will get this calculated for the entire year on all my savings, and you will see them somewhere on this screen. But I'm really, really happy, really proud that I was able to really see things from a different perspective and not get caught up with the hype of retailers trying to convince you you need this and you have to have this. And I kind of looked at myself and I wanted to say, I'm not a sucker. I'm not going to fall for that. I don't want to be one of those easily bent people. I want to have my own opinion and my own decisions on stuff, which sounds kind of weird why I wouldn't already, but it's easy to get caught up on that. So I hope this helped you. I know it was a lot of wordiness, a lot of chit chat, but all in all, I'm really, really happy of what I have been able to do. And I am searching other venues of how I can even save more. I think I'm pretty stuck with all my other stuff, but I'll be interesting to seeing just how things change in the upcoming months. So I will still see you guys for unboxings because I will get them, at least my Stitch Fix, and occasionally I might ask for another box, or I will definitely be doing my own shopping hauls, Old Navy, Target, things like that. So I will be seeing you guys later, maybe with some other different stuff. Take care. Wear your mask if you need to. If you're unvaccinated, please consider getting vaccinated. If you don't, that's cool too. That's your choice, your decision, your reasons. Nobody should be judging you or forcing you to do anything. But please, all I ask from a personal standpoint and working in a medical facility, please mask up for the protection of others. Okay? Thanks, you guys. I will see you later.